Alright, welcome back to, what is this gonna be? Let's see, episode 10, 11, 12, there's episode 14, the final episode of season 2. Apparently I auto-talked to Elise when I first logged into the game, because she was the next quest. So we got a couple things we're gonna want to do first. Let's go ahead and collect some spoils from that mailbox. Oh yeah, receive all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Delete those. Oh, more money. 6 million gold so far. Alright, let's check out today's temporal missions. Obtain item from battle, 30 normal monsters, 10 normal monsters. I don't think that's something I'm going to be getting completed today. Just because this particular season doesn't involve that. Let's see. I need to bump over on my character and grab her 20 seals. One of these good till? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, these are good for a while. Okay. So let's go ahead and make a run down to let's make a run down to Colon real quick just because we're gonna want our buff for this. So let's see, is there a hot spring buff available? Looks like there is not, but there is one. Someone kindly used the combination buff, so instead of like one super buff, it's like 3 buffs that add up to something close or comparable. It's actually one of the first times I'm recording this episode late at night. It's actually at midnight. So let's see. Yep, let's go ahead and take a seat in the hot spring real quick, and let's kind of take another look at what we got going on. Level 95 Orisha, 312 titles. Well, I actually have more titles than that Orisha right there. Huh. We're gonna be opening our bracelet box and hoping we get something good. Just waiting on these buffs. There they go. So yeah, we got 700 defense, 500 extra HP, and 700 extra M attack. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump back to Molina. I'm not really worried about the kitty enhancement potion. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Actually, I'm just trying to think. Pantheon, Eset, Kraken, Licoria. Okay, we're gonna want to grab some stuff. For this first boss, yeah, we're gonna want to grab some stuff for this. Before we go in, because all 4 of the future bosses we're about to fight in Amwyn have break-offs that are relatively easy to get, and an extra core is good news for us. So you're gonna want spears, and you're gonna want sticky bombs at least. Is anyone selling sticky bombs? Of course they're not. I know Fergus can craft them. I wonder if the blacksmith here can craft them. Turon. Trade. No, he can't. I'm gonna have to run to Fergus because you're gonna want sticky bombs for Ultras and Crom, and then you're gonna want spears for druids. So let me run real quick. Colon. Slight little detour I have to take beforehand. Yeah, I just don't want to run in real quick. I just want to make sure, because out of all the other raid bosses, Licoria, Kraken, Havan, Juggernaut, Pantheon, and Eset, and Bark, those 7, they do have breakoffs, but they're not really that easy to get, so I leave them alone typically. Hey, it's Aishutaru. Huh. That person is lagging. Jellygoon. Huh. Yeah, they're new. How do you have an +8? Oh, it's okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and bump into Fergus real quick, and let me see. Craft. Okay, who the hell crafts me sticky bombs? I know I have, secondary weapon proficiency maxed. I might have to go to Brachus, if I'm not mistaken. I think Brachus is the one that makes them for me. But I think I thought I needed something from him. Let's see, in the meantime, I got 2400 AP. We're going to be upgrading to a level 80 battle sites in just a little bit, so I'll go ahead and upgrade that to rank 9. I guess we're going to take a trip to Rochester, just so we can see about getting ourselves some sticky bombs to go into see the last episode with. So let's see, oh, I'm going the wrong way. Brachus is over here. So many quests I could pick up too. So many. But I'm not really that worried about them just because, well... Oh. I forgot, these quests are still a thing? Okay, the reach level quests. A strong enchant scroll. A healthy enchant scroll. Okay. I completely forgot that this was still in the game. This should be a passion enchant scroll. Okay, so we just got some nice enchants. Healthy, significant, passion is a nice enchant scroll. I would honestly recommend selling it rather than keeping it, just because you'll probably get them while you're farming, so might as well make some money now. Craft. Okay, what the hell? Why can I not craft sticky bombs? Unless it's a sub-story somewhere. Huh. I'll have to look that up afterwards. I'm gonna just jump back to later. We'll worry about getting the drops and stuff afterwards. I genuinely don't know why I can't seem to get sticky bombs, so let me just see if I can pull it up on my phone real quick. Just while I'm going to Rochester, just to see. Okay, Vindictus sticky bomb. Let's see. How to obtain. Purchase from... Crafted by Fergus or... That's weird. Alright, we're just gonna go back to Molina. That was kind of like a useless loop. I might have to go talk to Gallagher, actually. Let me see. Story Season 1. Still here. It would be a substory, be an equipment story. Yeah, 100% sure. Okay, let's just go ahead and continue on with the story. Alright. Secret waterway. Basically, it's another sewer thing because we're supposedly making a, taking a secret back route into Rochester, and you even come out at a unique location in Rochester. Who's alive? There you are. I always forget that this part's in this part is a quest. Let's go ahead and just immediately just kill all of them in one swoop. And just come on, guys, in the portal. There you go. I don't know why, something just popped into my head. Little Nikki, just anytime you pop that little gravity thing, you just like get in the flask. Oh, I remember this room. And there is ore to be had at the top. Oh, like a boss, got that. Bye-bye. Alright. These upcoming 4 fights, though, if you're not prepared for them, if you're not mildly familiar with the strats, this is another place where you might just die. I feel like I've been in this room before. Alright, let's just get all of them in a pile and kaboom. Everyone in. This hallway just goes. Yeah, we do have a boss fight right here. I'm trying to remember who's against, though. And kaboom. And that should be enough for a kill. Yeah. God, I just realized I really don't have that much to talk about when it's late at night after a long day of work. Looks like I completed the monster one though, surprisingly. Huh. Cool. Alright, next story. Yep, is Inquisitor Ulchas. So he is the first of the big... he's the first of the... big four. So, at this time, okay, it looks like this is where Keegan... so Keegan is part of the story, so this is when this is happening. But events are slightly playing out differently because you have the people on Melina's side. Wait, now a later cutscene makes much more sense. Which I'll elaborate on when we hit it. So yeah, we went back to Melina. And we're just going to go ahead and let these play out, just because these bosses are kind of fun. Let's just see how well I do in level 60 gear against this guy. All right. When he has his 4 swords up, you want to kind of keep some distance. And he can close gaps quickly. He's got some combos that really will carry him forward. You gotta keep an ear out too, because you'll hear the swords, they'll go make a noise when they're about to fire. Apparently something hit me too recently. Although Ulchas has a very low knockdown chance. Like, he can easily be knocked down. Case in point. But while he's down, if you happen to have sticky bombs, what you would do is you would throw them on his helmet when he's in a down state. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. When I saw that, I'm like, gotcha. Ultras is probably the more challenging boss just because he's a little tankier. Even with level 70 gear, he would have still been a little on the tough side. It's just I was fighting with slightly more flimsy defenses and a tad less power. But Ultras is dead. Dismiss my little guy. So I'm gonna go and repair my gear real quick. So yeah, while he's down, if you throw a sticky bomb at his helmet when he's like hunched over, he'll get back up and it'll blow up and it'll knock his helmet off, and that will be his break off, which you'll see later on in the farming video. So next up, well, we have a cutscene to watch, and then after this we have our next raid.
Is it over?
Hold on, I'll take a look. Yeah, he looks dead. Dead enough.
The heretics. The witch must kill the witch. Die, witch.
Wake up! Sis. I promised I wouldn't lose you again. But I failed you.
You saved him before. You can do it again. Come on. Get up. You're wasting daylight.
It feels so impossible. How do we stop fate?
We fight. And we win.
Oh yeah, I didn't turn in the quest yet. Huh. So yeah, if you're wearing, level 80 gear, you'll probably have an easier time with Ultras, but his moveset wasn't really nerfed that much. He only loses, I think, just one move. Possibly two. If, although you never want to fight him at long range because he has a move when he gets low on health that makes these circles pop up under the ground, and they only attack you if you're at far range from him, but I'm not 100% sure if those are still a thing. And we're gonna see if I level up. Which, nope, doesn't look like I'm gonna level up. But after Lava Sod, it looks like I will level up, after which I'm gonna switch to my new scythe. And I'm gonna find a way to put subtitles on real quick. Let's see if there's a way. Options, UI, Application alert, last name tutorial, battle UI, private. Recommend private. Audio, video, etc. Skip view tutorials, presets. Let's see, game recorder. I wonder if there's not a way to enable subtitles. Let me see how close to leveling, and yeah, so we're gonna use it. We are gonna use a transformation on this boss fight. So this boss fight is 2 phases, which we'll go ahead and explain. Okay, so the first phase, well, just know you can't hurt him. In order to deal with him, you have to destroy these spikes. Every time you destroy one, you will stun him for a time. Use that opportunity to get some damage going on the next one. Okay. Now that that's done, phase 2 starts. Which is where we actually have to deal with him. This is where this is going to take place. By the way, each of these 4 bosses represents like a system. The first boss was the messenger, this boss is the guardian, the next boss will be the servant, and the final boss will be the master. The moment you step down in here, the boss fight starts, but there's a way you can kind of skip that, and that's if you run off to the side right here and get on this rock, and then dodge outward. You can kind of get out into the boss arena without actually, well, being here. I wonder, can I actually walk on this? No. This is just a neat little trick if you wanted to get out here and just kind of look around. So let's go ahead and walk where we normally should to start the boss, which would be as soon as we jump down right there. You're gonna get break-offs like crazy on this guy, just saying. Now, you see I'm not doing a lot of damage to him right now. That's because Lava Sot takes reduced damage in accordance with how much of his armor is still on him. After you hit him enough, he's got, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6 break-offs. Basically, each leg, those lava-looking things on his leg. He's got his tail, and then he's got his back. See, we just got 1 break-off, so his front left leg is exposed. And if you manage to strike him on an area where he's exposed, he'll take more damage. And the more parts you destroy, then the higher that multiplier seems to go. So like if I hit him on his front leg right now, he will take a bit more damage, but he's not gonna he'll take a lot more damage on his front leg if I break out the parts too. His moves are pretty well telegraphed, so you shouldn't have any worry dealing with them. And you actually get his break off the moment you break off the first piece. Right, we got 2. We're gonna go ahead and use our transformation just to kind of speed this up. I'm gonna see if we can go ahead and see if we can hit him on the side with this. Alright, got that off. See, now he's taking much more damage. See if we can get this to land on that front paw. And game. Lavasat's more of an endurance test, especially on hero mode, because on hero mode he actually has a way to regenerate that armor. What he'll do is he'll glow red and he'll try to charge into one of the 4 lava waterfalls on the field right there, and if he actually makes contact with it, it refreshes all of his armor. So what you would need to do is you would need to use special chain hooks provided to you in the fight to grab his horn when he's trying to charge and steer him into a wall, rather than letting him get into the waterfalls. So we're gonna go ahead and go next story. We're gonna be doing Druid. Crap, what did I hit next story? I'm gonna be leveling up after this. You know what? It's fine, we'll keep going. I like how there's a pickable item up in here. Yeah, I actually ran around and explored a little bit. There's not really much here. But we found Milo, or at least a projection of him. Alright, so the plot thickens. See, this part I never really paid too much attention to Season 2's story. And we have hit level 80. We get our enchant rune. We got some enhancement stones. We got... Okay, that's part of this. That's last AP capsule. So we got in 3 enhancement runes and an enchant rune so far. And then we still have our 7-day VIP, which... Oh yeah, we can open up our bracelet box at this point. Okay, can't be... So I'm still in battle. Alright. I guess we're going to be going in. And we're going to find the area that Lavasat was guarding. Now this fight is heavily nerfed, however there is still a very, very, very dangerous way to die in here. So what you need to understand is, when you start this fight, you will have a gauge that appears right around where I'm waving my cursor. And every time you get hit, I can't remember, I think it's 20% the gauge will increase by. Once the gauge hits 100%, the boss will target you and do a move that pretty much should kill you in one hit. However, there are these little areas right here where you can pick up a water balloon, so to speak, and what you can do is you can throw it on the ground and it creates a little pool of water that, when stepped onto by you, brings your heat gauge to 0. Now there's another move this boss does where he goes invincible and creates a circle similar to this one directly above his head. And when he does this move, it will bring your heat gauge down to 0, but depending upon how much of your heat gauge was consumed, a damage over time debuff will be put on you. And if you have anywhere, about 35% or higher on the heat gauge when he does this, it will kill you. So this is a fight where you might want to keep a transformation on standby, because a transformation can and will bail you out of that fire move, as well as the move where he drains your heat gauge and converts it into a dot. So we're gonna let this play out.
Melissa, look.
Let my brother go!
Oh, destined have come. This child is the compensation I am owed. Or have you forgotten? I lent you my power so that you could return him from death.
What are you gonna do to him?
This boy is the king of Erin. He will become the vessel for my resurrection. And you will be the sacrifice that frees me. Present yourself, servant.
You honor me, Master. I am humbled and proud to be in your presence.
You have pleased me. My future empire will rejoice at your name. Tell me, what price would you ask for your service?
I ask only for strength, so that I might offer your sacrifice with my bare hands. It is all that I desire.
My slave, you wish to shed your flesh? Very well. I will give you what you want. A piece of my power.
Alright, we're gonna start out the fight by grabbing one of these water balloons. Just in case we need one on standby. As you can see, I took damage, so now my heat gauge went up. When you see him twirl like that and do that fire AoE, stay away from him. The heat gauge will go down if you go enough time without being hit. About half health is where he'll do this move. Now, as you can see, I'm probably not going to take any damage because my heat gauge should hit 0 before. Okay, no, so he consumed 2% of my heat gauge, and it was only enough to break my mana shield. And goodbye, Enzo. I forgot I had a little wisp over there beating him. Oh, that smug look on my Eevee, I love it. Looks like we did manage to complete all of today's quests. Alright, next story. Crom. Time for the closing cutscene.
You chose the right champion.
What a disappointment.
Give me back my brother!
One pointless victory, and you make demands. Your destiny will not change. Eren will come. The world around you will burn, and you will die. Eren has no need for your ilk.
So, it would seem like Enzo was actually a good guy, even though he appeared to be on Crom's side, which is the name of the boss we just saw. He was actually wanting to gain Crom's power, it seems, to fight us, to make sure Alyssa chose a good champion, aka fighter, to take on Crom himself. So that's kind of where I think this is going. So this is going to be where the final fight takes place. Crom's break off is on his left shoulder, the pauldron on his shoulder. The easiest way to get it is with sticky bombs. Throw a sticky bomb at him when the fight starts, and then once his health goes in the red, he'll pause and power up. And during that power up is the next opportunity. It's actually one of my favorite Season 2 fights, especially on Hero, because this fight has some seriously good mechanics. There's the power up. When he powers up like that, he just gets a little bit faster and slightly more aggressive. during his hero mode version of the fight, it's an entirely different story. Alright, Crom. Good game, buddy. I like how he kneeled before me like that while I just came behind him and executed him. And let me just say that all of these Season 2 bosses, like the big ones, the 4 we just fought, and then the 9 that I mentioned earlier when I was talking about breakoffs, they may seem, you know, somewhat trivial and easy still. However, if you fight them on hero mode, they actually have their old mechanics restored. So you're gonna fight pretty much the non-nerfed versions of them, and I say non-nerfed in air quotes. They get all their mechanics back, but their health isn't quite what it used to be. Instead of taking like half an hour to solo, they should only take about 10-15 minutes to solo. But with that, let's go ahead and conclude Season 2. And this is the cutscene that I was talking about. It makes more sense now that I realized that the storyline is running concurrent to Season 1's.
Destiny has abandoned me.
Alyssa!
Milo?
Sis, I'm so scared. Good work, pal. That punk thought he could win. But copper chasers don't lose. But sis, are you really the Destiny Stone? Why didn't you tell me? It's okay. No biggie. Just let your bro know next time. Besides, that means I found the Destiny Stone, like I wanted.
Yeah, you did it.
Hey, that must make me the king of Erin, huh?
If the goddess wills it, what choice do we have? We can't change it.
You okay?
Oh, sorry. Lost in thought. Listen to me. I'm so proud of you. I always will be.
Aw, sis. Don't get all mushy. We've gotta go. This place is crumbling. Come on.
You have to take care of yourself, okay?
Alyssa.
This is the price I pay for divine destiny. Milo, you have to live your own life. You have to let me go.
Sis, the sky.
I know I've asked too much, but please, when I'm gone, look after him.
No!
Don't cry.
So since the timeline runs concurrent, when we saw Elculus pop out of the ground right there, that was his seal being broken by Keegan at the end of season 1. That was after Siglet and Beokros were defeated, because defeating them released Elculus, and apparently Elculus was sealed in Anwin. At least that's how I understand it. So we're gonna be hitting the reset on the time button. And we're probably gonna be leveling up to 81 or 82 just off of these final quests. Yeah, this is pretty much the timeline has reset itself. But some of the changes we made seem to have stuck. See, now Lazcum is at the Magic Shack instead of Enzo. Now, it seems like only you and Milo have memory of this. Basically, you're gonna come in here looking for Alyssa, but she's not gonna be here. And that wraps up Season 2. God, why does this song sound familiar? At least we don't have any annoying dogs barking at us. That ties it up. Finished episode 4, Paradise of Non-Believers, The Dawnbringer. Alright. And let's see. Looks like we are still technically in Season 2. So let's go ahead and visit Sienna. And this should bump us to 81. You're not from around here, are you? I'm not. And that completes that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and shine out a couple things. Let's go ahead and get our new staff equipped. I mean, not our new staff, our new scythe. Looks like we have some empowered enhancement stones, so I could try taking this up if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. So let's go ahead and make a couple of gear upgrades, because we have the extra gold to throw around. So we're gonna be doing accessories, and for a caster, well, let's go to rings, and let's do usable. Crescent Moon announcements are the physical attacker ones, ODMs. Yeah, someone's jacking with the price. They are not supposed to be that much, so I'll just pick this one up for 97k, since that's the Intel one. So we have our two ODMs. For necklace, let me undo ocean. Let's see, the white kitty necklace, so we can't do anything with that yet. The belt should be the amethyst belt at this point. Yep. Which would be the belt you would wear if you were caster. If you were a magic, you would get the peridot. Sorry, if you're physical, you get the peridot. You go emerald and peridot. If you're physical, or if you're magical, you go ruby to amethyst. For jewelry, let's see. We already have an Erg Core brooch, I believe. So yeah, we're good on that. Earrings. We can finally equip the black pearl earrings. Go ahead and grab those. Bracelets. We can't really fool with those yet. Oh, we can. They're for level 80 or above. Oh, someone's selling them for 1 gold. It's kind of funny. Other. Okay, so nothing new there. Okay. So let's see. We are at 17.7k M attack with 2600 int. So now we're up. 17.9 with 27,000 int. A minor a minor upgrade, but still an upgrade nonetheless. So we can go ahead and sell off our ruby and crescent moonlight rings. So we're just gonna throw those in for our usual 70k. And of course, I need to repair them real quick. Let's see. Asshole. I really hate that you have to like repair an item like that. Like, let's see, 70,000. These will sell because someone's gonna dismantle them. Alright, how long is this episode running on? Well, we're right around the hour mark. Not bad. Let's see. We have our old plus 10 impending scythe, which we can't really do anything with it at this point. So I guess we'll just kind of keep it. Let's see, marketplace. Is there anything else that I can potentially sell? Oh yeah, I did say the passion enchant scroll. It'll fetch 1.5 million. Let's see. Do I want to try it or do I not want to? 2 stamina and 200 defense. And the thing is, these level 80 accessories will last me a good while, considering the frozen thorn and all that. If I'm not mistaken, those are the next up accessories. So yeah, I guess we could try it, or you know, I'm just gonna do it for the gold. So I'll do 1.5 mil. Significant 85,000. Let me just see. Force 4,500. Oh, payment for the item sold. Something already sold. Huh. See, all 3 of those already sold. Yeah, the items I just put in there are already sold that quickly. Someone's buying stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play around with my enchants real quick. So I'm gonna go to enchant just to consume some of my scrolls. Let's see. Yeah, let's just throw it on there. We're just gonna see if we can get it. Alright, there goes that. Force. Deadly is a suffix. Force is a suffix. Let's see. We'll just throw it on there, just to see if we can get the extra attack and balance. Alright, diamonds, shields, and focuses. I can't even use that. Healthy. Yeah, well, significant. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just try to throw them on there just for something. 25% chance of working, and it worked. Healthy is a suffix, significant is a prefix, so I can actually try to put that on there, and I might end up with a significant healthy belt, which I did not. Strong goes on accessories, and that is a prefix, so we'll do a strong ocean depths monster. Actually, no, we're going to do a strong black pearl earrings, and the reason for that is because there's an important enchant we're going to want to put on our rings, and that's going to be the sparkling enchant, which there's not many of them on the auction house right now, but we could buy all of them right now if we want. It's mainly because they give 2 balance each, so it's an extra free 4 balance or 4 technique, and that's something we haven't discussed really much of yet. Is that season 3? Yeah, it is season 3. Okay. So yeah, a lot of the raids higher up are going to have power and technique requirements. And technique is a combination of your balance and your critical hit rate, and power is a combination of your attack and defense. So, yeah. We're going to end up getting a free set of gear when we hit level 90. And it's going to get us into 9 of the 14 endgame raids. However, the remaining raids we're going to be a little bit behind on in stats. So sparkling on both of your accessories can, give you an extra 4 technique, which will help close the gap. Because if I'm not mistaken, you get up to, I think, 171 technique with the gear. So you only need to make up 100. You only need 195 technique to get into almost all the remaining in-game raids. Oh, let me go ahead and open my Masterpiece Bracelet box, see if I get anything good. Of course, I got a crummy leather bracelet. In fact, you know what? I'll go ahead and... actually, I don't think I can slot anything into it. So yeah. Nothing really good. We're going to go ahead and run back to Cola, and we're going to clean out our bags, see what we can sell. So we're going to go ahead and board boats. Going to go to Colon. I'm going to be wrapping up here, mainly just because... Go to a nearby inn or dormitory. I'm going to be careful not to go into the inn, because if I do, I feel like it's going to trigger this. Yeah, it's going to trigger the story, because it's the blue exclamation point. So let me go ahead and... what was I doing? Here again, I completely forgot. Oh, path skills. I unlocked slowed, so I have that now. I'm forgetting something. What am I forgetting? It was something I just said I was going to come to town for. I was looking at my gear. Oh. To sell off what I need to and to talk to Flovian. So orbs, they sell for about, 30... I'm going to sell mine for like 35,000 each. It's extra 500,000 gold. Let's go ahead and let's just see what's the most profitable Exquisite, it's only going for 9,000. Going for 8,000. Let's see, iron ore going for about 3k. Let's see, star fruits. Okay, yeah, those are junk. Okay, so for the most part, yeah, we're gonna be trashing a lot of things. Oh, someone got the airtight 10,000 AP capsule. So let's go ahead and chit chat with our favorite little magician, Flovian. Let's go ahead and incinerate some of the things we don't need anymore. We don't need the flaming ice crystal. We don't need these. The um, the power crystals and the sources. I'm gonna keep the Phobilo tin. All these crafting materials I'm gonna hang on to in case I decide to get into crafting in the near future, which I may just do. All the ergs I'm gonna keep. Mana reformer I'm gonna hang on to. This goes. This goes. Salt flower goes. Ice crystal goes. Fine cloth, cloth, superior cloth, all will go. That's a level 60 item. I can't really get anything out of that, so that'll go. That I can... What does it even look like? It doesn't look bad. I'll throw that up on the auction house just to make some money. I have 2 Erg Core brooches, so I'll sell that, sell that. Okay. So let me go ahead and just incinerate what I got right here. And I forgot to incinerate the junk bracelet I got. So let's go ahead and pop some AP here real quick. 1,000, 11, that. And we're gonna go ahead and we're going to... Oh, starting to get a little raspy throat from being tired. We're gonna go ahead and sell off Alice's... Why does that feel like a quest item? Like, I feel like I should be using it for something, but no. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pop these in there for 70,000. Okay, I feel like that Erg Core brooch is higher. Yeah, the Erg Core brooch is actually a little bit higher priced. So we're gonna go ahead and sell mine for 175,000. The Nighthawk Scythe, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and sell it for our usual 70k. Alright, so looking at, if I sort everything, I've got just my current equipment. I've got my old scythe, and this actually, let's go ahead and see if we can trick out my Armageddon scythe real quick. Let's see. What's 2 really good enchants? Enhanced. Maelstrom is another good one that gives you a nice little attack boost at the cost of a little bit of balance. Yeah, I have 122 durability on it. I mean, I could probably throw some stuff at it, but what's a different prefix? I know Maelstrom. Impending, yeah, Impending is rather cheap. So yeah, let's just go ahead and I'll worry about that at the beginning of the next episode. I'm just kind of running out this episode at this point. All right, so that's gonna do it for the conclusion of season 2. The next episode, we are not jumping into season 3 just yet because even though we do have the quests, we're not quite ready for that equipment or stat wise. So, what we're going to be doing next episode is we're basically just going to be grinding out to 90, which should be accomplishable within maybe about an hour. We're basically gonna power ourselves up, and then we're gonna activate our VIP because VIP gives you some perks in the form of additional experience. We're also gonna be using our Divine Blessing Stones to boost our experience gain. I'm gonna be dropping some more AP into some of our skills to help get the job done quicker. And we're basically going to burn through all those big Season 2 raids, all 5 times each, in an attempt to reach level 90 so we can get our free set, and then we'll be starting Season 3. So, one more episode to go. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.